what do you try to do? You know that you can only have enough power to grant your friends one last boon. And if you give them that boon, there is nothing else you could do to help them. But there's a complication. Something is wrong with Kriv, and you can see it.
I mean, the first thing I'm gonna do, so Crappius over here is actively doing a spell, not like he
he's
did a thing.
Concentrating on a spell. I've got his stat block up, and yeah, like you guys can do a straight up wizard fight if you wanted to try.
I'm gonna try to counterspell him, yeah.
All right, that would work. Counterspell. So, counterspell. Let me get rid of this stuff. I don't need that anymore. So let's see. What does he got to do?
Oh man, it's been so long since I've actually used counterspell.
I can bring it up.
If he's casting well, do I know what level of spell he's casting?
It would be just by the virtue of what's going on right now, a 9th level spell.
Okay,
You have all your spells.
means I have to burn my 9th level spell slot to counterspell him, but that's,
right.
I guess, what I'll do.
What's he got to do?
Stop for that. Oh shit, that's why I was looking that up.
DC is 10 plus the spells level, right? So 19, DC 19?
Well, I think it's, let's see, it's...
That's only if the spell is more powerful than the level of the spell cast, right?
Yeah, I believe since I'm casting it at 9th level, there's nothing he can do, it just works.
Ah. He screams in anger, and you can actually hear his voice across time and space as he says, "You will pay for stealing from me. I will,
Who the fuck is this guy?
And it makes him so mad, and then you hear Finkel's voice too, and he's like, Fellcayn! Oh crap, I forgot to bring up the thing that he's at. He's at, God, what is it called? Oh no. He's at a place. He's at the,
Crossroads?
No. It's called the, Oh, damn.
Terrible name for a place, unless it's an actual dam.
The Twilight Hall. The Harper's Twilight Hall in Faerun. And he says, Fellcayn, Faerun has fallen. You must succeed and help your friends.
I mean, that's kind of the idea, yeah. Thanks for trying to help with that, by the way.
There's nothing else I can do here. I've failed.
I mean, I could use a sandwich.
There's no time for your silly jokes, Fellcayn.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna do a thing. Now would probably be the time to interact with the party and/or the dragon, yes?
I can try to hold Kellic off if you want me to.
Yeah, just keep Crappius in his place. I knocked him down, but I don't want him getting back up, so to speak.
He's going to try to cast, oh, it's willing. Okay, that's not gonna work. Through the Twilight Hall, he's going to attempt to cast... Banishment would be effective. Because he only needs some time. Can I cast it at 8th level?
Probably. Oh, shit, yeah, I can tell you what it is right here.
One additional creature. That's not useful.
Nope.
It's just going to be his saving throw. and he's got advantage on saving throws, so he's going to try to do it. Okay. You can... Alright. So he passed by a long shot. So now Finkel and Kellic are fighting. If you did this, this would be your last chance to help. But I'm going to send you a message right now telling you what's wrong with Kriv.
I swear, if you tell me that's like his half paladin baby or something, I'm gonna lose my mind.
So you can only do one of the two things.
I mean, I'm assuming one of the things... Okay, yeah.
Or, you know, you can be clever and come
Well,
up with something else.
Here's the big problem with the first of those two things is... Like... This would continue to be a problem since I would then have no way to let them know about the first thing.
I'll say that you can do it simultaneously. Like you can zoop, bring her out. Her child, by the way, is not bound by that problem. When the child is born, it will be free. It can go back to the Veil. But she can never leave, because if she left, she would die. But,
But again, even if I did this first thing
you
that
could
you're
tell,
discussing...
you could communicate with Kriv, if that were the case.
Okay. Okay. Because, like, Kriv definitely pisses Fellcayn off. I'm sorry, I keep turning off the clock. It's freaking me the fuck out, dude.
I know, right? I know, right?
Oh,
I
it's
utterly
putting
hate
so
it.
much pressure on me. Oh my god.
I mean, I will.
I feel like
'cause
I'm
I
on,
don't
like,
want you to.
Jeopardy or something. She definitely does not like Kriv most of the time, but
Right.
not enough to be like, okay, well, fuck that first thing, only the second thing. So, jeez. In what way...
Joel, are you here, Joel?
I am.
Okay.
We're talking about you.
Yeah, we're talking about you.
In what way can... I'm assuming my communication with him, if I do the first thing, would be somewhat restricted?
No, you can completely bring him into this like fake space thing and completely resolve that issue. And that's what we could do, in fact.
But then, couldn't I just also be like, oh, and also, don't do this thing? Like...
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna put you in the position of making a choice. It's gonna be like some kind of like limitation to magic and like books and information and knowledge. Remember, knowledge itself is magical and stuff, right?
Did anything besides the dragon go with the dragon? Like, did any of the angels go with, or Dane was like
There are
absorbed by the
ships.
dragon?
There are ships that are like going into the portal, like these.
So
like,
there are
ships
other
in-
enemies that are going to be where the dragon's at.
Yep.
Then I believe that's going to work itself out. I will do the first thing.
Kriv, suddenly, despite being in this battle and all this stuff going on, you find yourself in this place and time, like kind of this void, and you can see these wizards that are fighting each other. You recognize Finkel, and they're casting spells and fighting. But across from it all, you see your old frenemy, Fellcayn.
Kriv is very surprised to find himself yanked out of one battle and into another altercation. But he does...
Jackass.
throw up a hand and wave at Fellcayn.
She just, like, it totally ignores that and just immediately goes about, and she's like, so the voice in your head is full of crap.
Okay.
They were definitely just trying to screw you, but I
Successfully.
went ahead and saved your lovely wife for you.
What?
Just, she just kind of can't leave Prismere,
What?
but she's not dead, and you got a, baby coming.
Oof.
Do I know the gender so I can ruin that surprise for him too, just to be a dick?
It is a
Gender's a social
girl.
construct.
It is a girl. What do you call it? Sorceress. With dragonborn ancestry. It will be a human.
I
but
tell
have-
him all of that just to ruin the surprise of the whole "is it a boy, is it a girl" thing, because Fellcayn is a petty bitch.
Oh, well, luckily for everyone involved, except for Fellcayn, Kriv doesn't care what the gender of the baby is. No, yeah, I mean, Kriv is kind of floored. So, like, are the voices silent now? Like, I can't hear them anymore?
Yeah. From where you are, you do not. And in fact, you actually see your wife here.
Oh. Is she, like, in stasis?
No, she is actually in fact animated for the first time in 50 years, 60 years that you've seen her, and she says, "Kriv."
Kriv tries to run to her, but, like, falls to his knees. He can't move.
She also like comes over and falls to her knees, weeping.
Yeah,
And
Kriv
holds
is
you.
crying too, and trying to hide it from Fellcayn a little bit, but not very hard, because Fellcayn's a catty bitch, and so he doesn't care about hiding his feelings from her. No, he cries, crying, and he holds her, and I guess she's visibly pregnant, isn't she?
She is in fact no longer pregnant, it would seem.
Jesus.
I think he means in the positive way.
Yeah, like it's already happened.
Yeah, no, yeah, no.
Okay.
No. I assume that. Wow, that's a lot to process for Kriv. Kriv said, "I have so many questions. It may have only been a moment for you, but it's been so long. It's been it's felt like a lifetime or more. Are you okay? Are you safe? Are you here?"
She says, I'm here, I'm real, my love, I can't come back. I'm sorry.
We'll find a way.
No. And she like
everything else we fought against. No, listen, no, we'll find a way. There's a way.
She
around
puts her
this.
hand on your like scaly mouth, and she's like, no, listen, it's okay. I know you tried to do all of this for me, but I can't leave here again. I'm stuck here now. But we have a daughter. She's beautiful, and she can leave.
I can't leave you.
You haven't met her yet, but just do it for her. Your friends need you too. I will always be here at the Palace of Heart's Desire.
He looks to Fellcayn, like trying to ask, I guess, with his eyes, if it's true that there's no way to get Dame Mornhell out of here.
Do I know the reason that she was in stasis and now cannot leave here?
Yeah, basically at the Palace of Heart's Desire, you can freeze time.
Well, no, yeah, I understand the why, but like,
And
or I understand the how. But...
if she returned to mortal time, the disease would take her and kill her. So
okay,
you-
yeah, so I just
so you
flat out
were-
tell him.
You were able to
Yeah.
rescue her from that. She was able to give birth, have the baby, and the baby is not bound to that because it doesn't have the disease. But This is something that the infection from this like other world. There's nothing that you could do. There's not even a wish spell could relieve her of that.
Okay, so yeah, I just flat out tell him it's like, you know, she's alive and able to move around because time doesn't move here.
Kriv looks down at his claws, and you know he's holding Dame Moorhill's hands in his. He asks, "Where is she?"
She's at
Oh yeah, I guess he wouldn't know about that. I'm like, we went on this really long trip and we found the witch Tasha, and she gave me her castle and dimension. So it's part of the Feywilds and I own it now.
she's there with us.
How do
And
I
she
get
will
her
have a
back to
great
the
many
Vale?
things to learn.
He asks Dame Moorhill.
You'll need to come back to us via the tower if we can survive all of this and the worlds are not destroyed. But if you do, there are strange things that happen when you come to the Feywild. But it doesn't matter. You should.
I think I could tell you a few strange things that I've seen in the last 50 years regardless, so
I
don't
could
know
probably
how bad
spare
it
a
could
room.
She smiles. And
I'll
she's still
come to
crying.
you. I'll come to you and I'll come to her, bring her home, and when the time is right, I'll return to you.
She grabs your face and kisses you. And just as she kisses you like that, as soon as it happens, horrifically, you find yourself back in the middle of battle. And that's where we'll end.